The year was 1967, and the song was Both Sides Now. I'm Judy Collins, and these are the sounds of the time.
Today we turn the lens of time to the epicenter of the 60s folk scene, New York City's Greenwich Village.
It was a movement, it was a social movement, it was an artistic movement, a revolutionary movement in terms of music, because people were writing songs that didn't need an orchestra. You could just go out with a guitar and sing a song that you wrote that morning.
Judy Collins was a fixture of the early 60s, playing some of the village's most famous clubs, alongside a who's who of the moment.
The first time that I was in New York working was at Gertie's Folk City in 1961. Now, I'll tell you that when I got there, all the people that I knew from the CDs, from the records rather, were there. Joan was there, Mimi was there, her sister, Dave Van Ronk was there, Peter, Paul, and Mary were there before they became Peter, Paul, and Mary. And Ramblin' Jack Elliott was there, and this guy who was this young, ratty-looking, badly dressed guy named Robert Zimmerman was there singing old Woody Guthrie blues. I was the headliner, and I thought, well, how did this happen? I mean, I just started doing this. And then I discovered why they were all there. They were all there because my opener was a 13-year-old named Arlo Guthrie.
Then Collins hit the top 10 on the pop charts with Both Sides Now. The Vietnam War and the Civil Rights Movement were in full swing.
Sisterhood is powerful. Join us now.
The women's liberation movement was picking up momentum. And in the midst of it all was Judy Collins.
LBJ was president, of course, during the worst of the war, and we thought that JFK was going to stop the war. We thought that Kennedy would be our man in the White House, and when he was killed, I think there was a huge shock and shift in the way people perceive things. Mostly they said, well, you know, if not now, when? It was if the mask came off and the truth was out. The truth was most people had been lying to us who were in government, presidents included, and the world was not the world that we had grown up with in the Eisenhower years. And we were in a new place, and we better do something about this. And I think that the action in combination with the music stuck with people. It makes people think, probably quite rightly, that something was happening there that was extremely powerful and that they would love to have been a part of, and if they're not a part of it physically, they can be a part of it musically. They can experience all of this music. What was it about? It was very, very powerful. Powerful to live through, powerful to survive, thank God that I did, and powerful to still believe had a huge impact on the culture, which I think it did.